Hello everyone, my name is Katriya Kancham, and today's my topic of presentation is the unreliable narrator in the novel An Artist of the Floating World. This is my introduction, table of content. In this presentation, I'm going to deal with points author's introduction, the introduction to the novel An Artist of the Floating World, Masuji Ono as a narrator, and some lines from the novel. The author of the novel, Kazuo Ishiguro. He is a British author born in Nagasaki in Japan on 8th November 1954. And in 1974, he enrolled in the University of Kent in Canterbury and attained the degree of a Bachelor's of Arts in English and Philosophy. He won the Nobel Prize in Literature in 2017 for his works that reflects the uncovered abyss beneath our illusory sense of connection with the world. His famous works are An Artist of the Floating World, The Remains of the Day, The Unconsoled, When We Were Orphans, Never Let Me Go, and The Buried Giant. An Artist of the Floating World. The novel was first published in 1986 in UK in English language. The novel is a historical fictional novel set in post World War Japan and is narrated by Masuji Ono, an aging painter who looks back on his life and how he has lived it. The title of the novel is based on the art form of the ukiyo-e, that is a Japanese painting. Masuji Ono. He is an unreliable narrator, and that his credibility of telling the truth is compromised. Masuji Ono is unsure about whatever he says, and the first person narrative of the novel gets caught up the reader into his uncertainties. For this, the author of the novel have once said in an interview that it is a murkiness of the narrator, and the novel and story featuring unreliable narration have the characters, other characters, uh, and their speech and body language typically serves as a correction of the narrator's distorted perception of and interpretation of the novel that we will see. Unreliability of the narrator, the loss of memory of Ono leaves the reader chasing after elusive significance, and though Ono use language evasively, he is often betrayed and ends deceived. But most of the time, he says, "I am certain, I am sure," but the reader remains uncertain and unsure. This unreliability we can see with this example of his grandson Ichiro, that Ichiro is taken by his grandfather to see a film about a monster. Firmly kept his in throughout the movie. He keeps his eyes closed, and once he is back at home, he narrates his version of the film that he has not even seen. Uh, in similar way, his grandfather relates incident and significance of which he still has not seen. And the latter, the tendency to indirection and decide, and one wonders whether to what degree Ono's narration is instant of recovered, reconstituted memory. We can see the unreliability through this example from the dialogues between Ono and his older daughter Setsuko. That first, when Ono recalls the meeting with Dr. Saito, he believes that uh, he recalled him. He called him a great artist, as he says that he said a great honor to have an artist of your stature in our neighborhood. But when he interact with his daughter Setsuko, she denies that Dr. Saito didn't recognize him as an artist and he didn't even know him. Then this is also an example, and as he first says that Setsuko gave him advice to take precautionary steps, but when at the uh, climax of the novel, the daughter of Ono denies that she didn't say that such a thing to do. This is my work cited thing. Now you can ask me questions.
Kansham, my question is that how does the narrator's unreliability contribute to the overall theme of the novel?
Throughout the novel, the unreliability stays, and as a reader progress in the novel to read further and further, they get to know that the narration that Ono provides is mostly unreliable, and they also tries to find and correction in other characters, such like his daughter Setsuko.
Kansham, my question is, can we say that as a reader, we convince what Masuji Ono tell us in the novel? What Masuji Ono wants to convey us? Can we rely on that?
The unreliable narrator is not that they told everything false or untruth, but uh, their most of the uh, narration are mostly unreliable. So we cannot say that what he tell is always false, but sometime it those things are unreliable, and we have to check it throughout the other characters.